Elizabeth was flying back to the States from Mexico with the usual load of live, questionably legal goods. She was idling on the tarmac, waiting for Antonio to finish his business in the village. It was a hot night, and the animal screeching was wearing on her nerves. That's when it happened. Out of the rainforest, a stranger on horseback galloped up to the plane, a mob running after them, waving torches. Antonio was out cold, flung across the horse. He claimed he'd rescued Antonio from some chieftains upset over a shady transaction. "Typical," she said. "Who are you, anyway?" "They call me the Fox," he said slyly. "That's interesting." Elizabeth pointed to her flight suit's badge. "They call me the Fox." "I know," he said. Without another word, they brought the plane's engine up to speed and lifted off for the States. Today, we're going to talk about Elizabeth and Sammy. His friends were like, "You know what, Sammy? Elizabeth is great." "I know," Sammy said. And her friends were like, "You know what, Elizabeth? He's great." "Dadoy," Elizabeth said. Except, I don't know, maybe she didn't say dadoy. She probably said, "Yeah, I know." "You two should go do something, like eat guacamole or watch a movie or pet a dog." So Sammy got on a boat and started heading to Gig Harbor, and he said, "That's a lot of water, and I don't even know where I am right now." And he got to Gig Harbor and said, "Hi, you have a lot of water here." And Elizabeth said, "I know, and you've got a lot of beard there." And Sammy said, "I know." And Sammy also said, "Wait, you have a dog?" And Elizabeth said, "Yeah, I'm cool like that." And the dog looked up at Sammy and said, "You have more hair than me, but you can pet me really well, so we're cool." And Sammy said, "Cool, cool, cool." Once upon a time, there was a girl, a princess named Beth, and then she meets a prince named Sammy. They met in a cottage in the middle of the magical forest to pick magical blueberries. She was going to make them into magical blueberry pie. And Sammy was building himself a cottage and getting some magical, tropical magic cherries and trying to find the paintbrush tree, a magical paintbrush tree. It's so tiny humans can't even see it. She went to the cottage because the blueberries behind the cottage, and she was trespassing. Then the prince said, "Trespasser, oh no, get out of my land, or you'll have to find the magical paintbrush tree for me." Then, he was like, "Oh, you're a princess, right?" "Yeah, duh, uh-huh. You think why I'm wearing a shirt because I'm picking blueberries and tropical cherries?" And he let her trespass. And then they kissed after she picked the blueberries. He gave her a necklace, a ring, and a bracelet. One day, Beth and Sammy were involved in a discussion of very serious matters. And Sammy said, "My lovely honeyflower, I'm telling you, there is no such thing as a sea unicorn." Elizabeth was so hurt, she had to take a few steps back. "How can you be so ignorant, Sammy? This is why magical things die. This is why Tinkerbell died, because of not believing. They do exist, and they're magical." Sammy sighed hard. "Sugarloaf, they don't. They just don't exist. You don't even have any proof." Elizabeth took Sammy by the shoulders and brought him in close, but saying it was only mildly threatening. "You fool! I tells ya, I seen it with my own two blinkers. How can you not believe the woman you love? How can you not believe in narwhals? They believe in you." Sammy had an aha moment and finally understood. She was talking about freaking narwhals. How could I have ever doubted my little space cadet?
After many dates, Sammy made his intentions known, but Elizabeth feared what her heart was telling her. So powerful was her love that it scared her. She tried to delay Sammy. "If you truly love me," said Elizabeth, "you'd bring me the rarest beverage in all of Seattle. Bring me a microbrew beer." "I will," said Sammy, and he did. Elizabeth was impressed, but she was still unsure. "Sammy, if you truly love me, cook me a steak dinner with farm-to-table ingredients." "I will," said Sammy, and he did. The dinner was tasty and the ingredients were well-sourced, but she was still unsure. "Sammy, if you should marry me, then please slay the spider that haunts the corner of my kitchen." An ordinary man with ordinary love might have found the beverage and cooked the meal, but few, if any, men would dare face the spider. Fafnir, the spider, was no ordinary beast. Fortunately, Sammy was no ordinary man. "I will slay the spider and claim you as my wife," said Sammy. For 40 days and 40 nights, Sammy fought the spider. And when it was finally slain, it took half a roll of paper towels to wrap its massive corpse.